In February 2026, the Jamestown Foundation released a report claiming that over 2,000 organizations worldwide, including 575 in Canada, are tied to the Communist Party of China's United Front Works Department. It argues that these groups, which often appear to serve the Chinese diaspora, can be mobilized to advance the CPC's agenda. This is a serious allegation, but the report does not publish its list of organizations, and requests for it have gone unanswered. Based on the evidence provided in the report, routine activities such as celebrating Chinese culture, promoting Canada-China ties, or representing Chinese-Canadian communities are treated as proof of co-optation. This framing casts broad suspicion on Chinese-Canadian organizations and reflects a wider narrative in which anything short of opposition to China is seen as loyalty to it. But beyond its impact on civic participation, this also risks narrowing the debate on Canada-China relations at a moment when more constructive engagement may actually be possible. The Jamestown Foundation uses a broad definition of United Front Work Department affiliation, treating weak indicators, such as indirect connections or attending events with linked individuals, as evidence of co-optation. For example, the Jamestown Foundation cites the China Cultural Center in Vancouver as having been co-opted by the United Front Works Department for promoting Chinese culture and fostering Canada-China exchange. Here, expressing cultural pride and supporting cross-cultural dialogue is treated as proof of political alignment. Another example is the Canada-China Friendship Society in Edmonton. The Jamestown Foundation cites the president's attendance at a conference in China and the group's cultural events as evidence of United Front Work Department ties. Here, cultural programming and event attendance are treated as proof of co-optation. Yet attending a conference or expressing positive views about China does not demonstrate state direction. This reasoning equates cultural engagement with foreign loyalty, once again reflecting a broader pattern of modern exclusion. The Jamestown Foundation also points to multilingual media outlets, Chinese conservative and liberal associations, as well as community-based groups as further examples of co-optation through the United Front Works Department. Taken together, a clear pattern begins to emerge. Cultural expression is recast as political alignment, proximity or contact with certain individuals is treated as evidence of control, and serving Chinese-Canadian communities, whether through cultural programming or media, is framed as suspicion in itself. The reasoning rests on an implicit assumption that positive or even neutral engagement with China cannot occur independently, but must reflect Communist Party of China influence. This collapses the distinction between cultural identity, civic participation, and state allegiance. Rather than demonstrating foreign interference, the examples rely on the inference that pro-China activity equals political direction. As a result, ordinary forms of community life are often reinterpreted as security concerns or threats. The Jamestown Foundation sets a very low bar for alleging United Front Works Department ties, often without showing coordination, direction, or even clear affiliation. Cultural activities, multilingual media, and community representation are treated as sufficient evidence, reflecting a logic in which anything short of opposition to China is viewed as alignment with it. Under laws like Canada's 2024 foreign interference legislation, such allegations can carry severe legal and reputational consequences. Yet by not naming the organizations in question, the report casts broad suspicion over Chinese-Canadian groups as a whole. Meanwhile, public commentary has amplified this perception, framing the issue as a large-scale network of foreign influence. The consequences of this can be significant. Organizations may face funding losses, reputational damage, or prolonged investigations without charges, as seen in similar past cases. But despite this, there is no indication that affected groups were consulted or given a chance to respond to these allegations. Criticism of the Chinese government or debate over Canada-China relations is legitimate. However, labeling organizations as instruments of a foreign state based on cultural or civic activity risks stigmatizing entire communities. Rather than strengthening democratic accountability, this approach reinforces racialized suspicion and contributes to modern exclusion. Check out our website where you can read the full report as well as many other case studies.